أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم والتابعين إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم ارزقنا علما نافعا ورزقا واسعا وشفاء من كل داء، ونعوذ بك من علم لا ينفعه ومن قلب لا يخشعه ومن عين لا تدمعه ومن نفس لا تشبعه ومن دعاء لا يستجاب له. آمين آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم ألهمنا وسددنا، اللهم ألهمنا رشدنا وقنا شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا، وأتمم علينا نعمك ظاهرة وباطنة، واسترنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك. آمين آمين يا رب العالمين. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Now, Sister Aziza said the topic is woman. What you're going to hear from me, it might be a little bit tough, very tough, but you're lucky if you can grasp it, really. Word woman is a big word, huge. Not every female, she's a woman. Not every female is a woman. And not every male is a man. And who did that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in many ahadith. What the difference between a female and a woman? What the difference between a male and a man? According to Allah, in chapter Al-Ahzab, verse 23, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, among the believer is men. And word men in Quran sometimes doesn't mean male. No. It can cover male and female. How? Because word man in Arabic meaning a person with character and responsibility. A person with character and responsibility. A person you can trust. A person can deliver. Okay? He's a man. What about woman? Similar. This is why, for example, you can have a huge session, huge, about one word in Quran. One word. Which word is that? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about Asya. Asya alayhi salam, her name is not in Quran. Her name is not in Quran. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, wa imra'ata Fir'aun. And the woman of Fir'aun. Imagine, when you study this language, what it means. When I said, you are the woman of Fir'aun, is this disgrace or elevation? Elevation. Imagine who's the speaker? Allah. Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you are a woman. And imagine if you are in the eye of Allah, you're not a woman. And Allah in the day of judgment, He will not call you a woman. What it meaning? You have no status. How you feel? By this way, what make you have this status? What make you have this honor? When you carry the covenant with the truth and hold to it until you die. By this way, when you look at verses Ahzab 23, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, among the believer is men. Not meaning the believer, not all of them is men. Meaning in the day of judgment, not every believer, Allah call him, get up, you are a man. Imagine in the day of judgment, when Allah call, so and so, get up, you are a man. So and so, get up, you are a woman. And Allah honor you in the front of everybody. And you're standing like nothing. How you feel? How you feel if I come to you now and tell you you're not a woman? How you feel? You feel hurt. You feel down. But imagine if the speaker is really somebody. And who's this somebody? Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. How you feel? You see, today, if you listen to me, wallahi, you will be one in a million. 1 in a million. I listened to this speech when I was 6 years old. And the Sheikh, when he finished, I went to him and I tell him, Sheikh, I won't be a man. He took me and he hugged me and he started crying. I said, why? He make me turn around. He make me turn around. Now I'm back to him and he tell me, look in the masjid. There's almost 1,000 people was here. You are the only one come to ask me this question. And he started crying. He said, this is the reality. And he started crying and make dua for me. He said, may Allah make you a man. And he said, my son, if Allah will make you a man, you might be 1 in a million. Why? Imagine a speaker talk about a man and a woman. And you leave. What is meaning? You don't care. You don't care. Imagine now if I have a speech now about dieting and how to control your body, how to make a good size, how to do this, how to do that. Wallahi, you will sit with me for 2 hours. You're not going anywhere. If I give you talk about different recipe and different cake and different sauce, none of you will go home at all. This is scary. You see? But for me to tell you, you might not be honored in the day of judgment and you can be disgraced and you don't care. Do you know one of the basic quality about a man and a woman? Jealousy. Jealousy. I like to be more than you. I want to have a status more than you. The companion have that. But not in dunya, not in the garbage of dunya. They don't care. What you have, we don't have, doesn't mean nothing. Because they know we're going to die. And this doesn't mean nothing. Because once you die, how many angels is your friend? What is your status in the kingdom of Allah? What is your legacy in earth? How Allah honor you or no? According to how much you honor Allah and the message. You honor Allah and you honor Allah and His message, Allah honor you. Dunya and akhirah. Imagine Hajar, a woman, she was a slave girl. You people do not get it. A slave girl. No Muslim in earth can go to Hajj or Umrah without imitating Hajar. What kind of elevation is that? Tell me, what kind of elevation is that? When one act of a woman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevated to the point He make it a part of ritual for His own sake. What kind of elevation is that? And what happened? Her son has a doctor degree? He has Ferrari and Maserati? No. Her son, Allah choosing him to help his father to rebuild the Kaaba. This is an honor. This is an honor after they pass the test. And they're ready to sacrifice everything. When Ibrahim alayhi salam, in one riwayah, in one story, he went to Hajar. He said, I saw something. I'm not sure is a vision from Allah or shaitan. And this dream, it tell me I have to slaughter my son. Look at the wife, the only son, the one she bring him alone in the desert. She said, Ibrahim, you're not the kind of man shaitan will whisper to you. This is a sign of God. This is the son of Allah. Obey Allah. What kind of mother is that? Imagine your husband come, I will going to slaughter your only son. Okay, go ahead. Finished. What kind of loyalty she has? Meaning her loyalty, her love to Allah above her only son. How you can compete now? How you can compete? Why Allah give you a many example of women in Quran? Sulaiman alayhi salam. Sulaiman alayhi salam. In one report, one ant, Allah loved her so much to the point He mentioned her in Quran. And He said this ant was what? A female cripple, but won't help her own people, and willing to sacrifice her life to help her own people and make dua for them and running to save them. Allah loved it so much, He honored her, an ant, by mentioning exactly the sentence happened between her and Allah and her own people. Why Allah mentioned an ant, an elephant, hoopy, a woman, a boy, bunch of young boys? By the way, we have no excuse. We have no excuse. We have no excuse. If you said, oh, my husband do not allow me, and my husband is this, Asya, come here. Asya is a wife of Fir'aun. When she heard Musa alayhi salam, what she did? She said, oh Musa, what do you want me to do? This is my husband. I have to obey my husband. Look at the gold. Look at the silver. I am the queen of Egypt. Leave me alone. Go. Do you have a place for me? No. Okay. She didn't say that. Right away, it didn't take her any moment. She listened to Musa alayhi salam, she believed. And just like that, from the queen of Egypt to be hanging from her hair and tied with nails, completely nailed, and her husband bringing people at this time to torture her. How? They have a small, like a very sharp, extremely sharp knife, and will do it like this. They cut her body slice. They slice her body slowly. And they bring Musa alayhi salam, and she's smiling. And she's smiling. And Musa alayhi salam, he feel for her, and she's smiling. He said, how you do that? She did exactly what Bilal did. When you have the sweetness of Iman, nothing will bother you. Nothing. Even torture doesn't bother you. And when Musa alayhi salam, he tell her what Allah said, she screamed. What Musa alayhi salam said? He said, you have a place for Jannah for you. You know what she said? This is a woman. She said, Allah, I do not want Jannah. I want a place near you. I'm in love with you, Ya Allah. I want me to be close to you. Allah honored her sentence. He put it in Quran. What's happening to us? My man, my husband, my kids, my this. We become like a puppet for, dunya. To the point our heart full of garbage, we have no space for Allah. Our loyalty, devotion, love, this, that, they believe, everything for our stupid material life. Once you die, who will run after your janazah? Who will cry in your janazah? Who will remember your name? How many angels will cry for you? Can you take your cars? Can you take your jewelry? Can you take your clothing? All the status is gone. Anybody ever been in janazah before? When somebody die, what do you call him? He's not a doctor anymore. He's not an engineer anymore. Give me the body. Give me the body. Give me the amana. Do you know, you go anywhere in earth with the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you like it or you don't, in any place in earth, in any nationality, in any race, in any faith, once the person die, Allah snatch all your name and title. You will never go to a morgue or a cemetery or a hospital and take the body and said, give me Dr. So-and-so. No, where's the body? Where's the body? Give me the body. This is the only title you have. Give me the body. Put the body. Take the body. Put the body. And look, one of the honor. Once the person die, the title of the person related to the mother. Do you know that? In Sharia, okay, when you have a son, your son get a title according to the father. Right? But once you die, your title between you and Allah until the day of judgment according to the name of your mother. What kind of elevation is that? To the point, if you tell me today, make dua for my mother, I tell you what her last name. You do not know. We call her the so-and-so, the daughter of Hawa. Do you know that? If you do not know the name of the person, you label the person the daughter of Hawa, not the daughter of Adam. And people in the day of judgment will be called by the name of their mother. This can be elevation and can be disgrace. If you're really a woman living for Allah, marry for Allah, having kids for Allah, developing for Allah, now you will be honored and your kids will be honored. And now if you're living for dunya and material life and everything, you will be disgraced and your kids will be disgraced and everybody together. What do you think? What do you want? Because as soon or later you will be dead. You see, you're eating very good, you're eating organic, you're checking your diet, you have a set of doctors around you, doesn't matter, you will die. And you do not know when. By this way, it's not if, no, it's when. And we do not know when. Nobody stay forever, nobody. By this way, if I'm a believer today, I have to think, who am I? Who am I? Not in your eyes, I don't care. The moment do not care about people. The moment care about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu, he entered Jerusalem, Al-Quds, with 17 patches. 17 patches. Another report, 19 patches in his own jilbab. And this one of the sign of the person will get the keys of Jerusalem. They said, a man will come, a ruler. He's walking, and his worker is sitting in a horse. Because when Umar ibn Khattab left Medina, he said to his worker, the one who was him, he said, 1/3 for me, meaning 1/3 of the time, 1/3 for you, 1/3 for the horse. Look at the justice. 1/3 he ride. For example, 1 hour he ride, 1 hour he go down, and the young man ride. And 1/3 of the same time for the horse to relax. And when the time of Umar Khattab came, he was walking, and his own worker in the horse. And this is one of the first sign of the one, meaning the big, what do you call it, not priest, the big elite bishop, okay, of the church, the one he going to give him the key of Jerusalem. He said, we heard in our book, the man who coming to give him the key, he's a ruler. He have 17 patches in his clothing. He calculate 15. He said, 2 missing. He said, 1 here, 1 here. And what else? And he said he will come, his foot was full of mud, because he will cross water and he will be walking and his worker in the horse. You deserve to be giving the keys of Jerusalem. It has nothing to do with his clothing and this and that and his jewelry. No. The dignity Allah gave it to you. And this has nothing to do with anything of material life. And the ultimate dignity, to be a friend of Allah. And at this time, you have certain friend of angel to you. Imagine if I live this life and many angel cursing me. And instead of many angel make dua for me, now many angel cursing me. What I need the angel for? When you study If you have a friend of angel belong to you, the moment you try to commit sins or committing sins, the angel go to Allah and make shafa'ah for you. And beg Allah, oh Allah forgive so and so, oh Allah forgive so and so, for Allah forgive so and so. Imagine the angel keep making dua for you. Do we need angel or no? Which one more powerful? Me and you or the angel close to Allah? By the way, look at these people. Look at this. This is woman. By the way, what make a female a woman? What make a female woman? Allah said it. صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه. The first character is صدق. What meaning صدق? Truthfulness. Truthfulness of what? Of the covenant, of the message. Meaning from the moment you commit Islam and you embrace Islam and follow Allah, you are living for Allah, 100%. My marriage for Allah, my life for Allah, my this for Allah, my kids for Allah, my time for Allah, my love for Allah, my devotion for Allah, my thinking for Allah, my thought for Allah, my money for Allah. When you do that, now you are a woman. And you have to stick with it until you die. Not for one day. No, 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 no. You have to continue like that until you die. What happens if you do that? You will be resurrected as a woman. You will be called in the day of judgment as a woman. Tell me now. What man I can give him my body and my soul and my thinking to the point I disgrace myself and I lose my title with Allah? Because this is what's happening today. We're busy with whom? Husband, kids, this, that. I don't say don't obey your husband, don't be nice to your husband, don't please your husband, but not to the point your husband take you to Jahannam. Is nobody say that? You pleasing your husband for sabilillah. You obey your husband for sabilillah. Come to cricket match. No. Come watch such a movie. No. Come do this. No. Can I obey my husband for nonsense and dunya and shayateen? No. I obey my husband for goodness sake. For Allah. But nobody above Allah. Nobody above Allah. By the way, when you look at Asya alayhi salam, she embraced Islam. And right away, she discovered is no way she can compromise with Fir'aun. Today, my brother, what do you want me to do? I meet many people. The husband is a mess. Is almost full of shayateen. But the wife, she sold out. Why? The status of life. The material status. It has nothing to do with goodness sake. Is that nothing? You see? I meet plenty of people, they sold out. What it mean? You sold your own Jannah, your relationship with Allah, relationship with angel, your own dignity, you lost it. And this why no house, no money, no honey, no man can give you the dignity Allah will give you. If Allah snatches the dignity, wallahi, you can be the most richest woman in earth and you look like fatigue, hopeless, broken, you know, like this. And you're living in your own dreamland. You try to live something is not true. Who know the truth? You do. And this is why you find these people is not real, is not happy, is not content. They have no will. They are so fatigued. They cannot go to sleep. They have to take drugs to sleep. Everything has to have some bills. Why? They fake. Is this not a disgrace when Allah make you fake inside, outside? When you go to a wedding, you heard somebody, oh, sister so is going to get married. Okay. And she invite me for a wedding. You find all our women dress up like they're going to marry tonight. Excuse me, sister so is getting married, not me. Why I dress up and prepare myself and I show up? This is sickness. Wallahi, I have it from when I was young. When my father and my mother used to take me to a wedding, I said, my father, who's getting married? He said, so and so. I said, what about all these women? You look like getting married today. He said, ask them, is not my job. Do you know why the woman do that? Because she's empty, she's lonely, she's broken, and she wants to show off. Even among Arabic people, even with hijab and niqab, once they get together, if even confinement, the woman take her clothes off and show her body to another woman. Like, let me show you what I have. What is that? This sickness. This is sickness. What are you trying to prove? And you find they put the gold. Sometimes when I look at all this woman, I said, this woman have to really work hard in the gym. Because they have like 1 kilo in here, 1 kilo in here, 2 kilo in here. How she can carry it? It's too heavy. It's just a show. It's just a show. What are you showing? Are you showing your husband? No. Are you showing even a man? No, you're showing another woman. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Well, look at the sickness. And wallahi, what I tell you is the word of woman. Some woman went to certain wedding and tell me, brother, I think I can believe it. They almost naked. They show up their body. And these are people even with hijab and niqab and everything. Once they get together and call Sharia meeting, when a woman alone and men alone, this is what happened. And woman is start belly dancing and everything. Why? It's a show. Let me give you the basic. If you call yourself a woman and you content in your life, do you need to have a feeling of someone, another woman to look at you? Do you need to verify anything? Once you try to verify, meaning you're empty, you're broken, you're lonely, you are a loser. You are a big loser. And you try to just really? What is that? What are you showing? Showing what? Really? You see this? This is what happened. Because you're empty. Can I drink from here? I can't. Because the empty is empty. The cup is empty. And this is what the Arabic people, they said the cup only give you what inside. If this empty, I cannot drink. If it has milk, milk. Water, water. This. Let me give you something really, really scary. This empty cup, you see, is clean. She has good honey. She gave me a couple of spoons of honey. She have nice cream. We put ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream. Some urination, some urination. Some boob, some boob. Some dog boob, some dog boob. Mix it together. Nice shake, huh? No, don't laugh. This is our heart. This our heart. When we mix good, evil, this and that and garbage together, what will happen in the end? Do you like to have this shake? It's smoothie, huh? Really, do you like it? Are you going to be interested? But containing honey is gone. Cream is gone. Ice cream is gone. Why? It's mixed with garbage. It's mixed with poison. It mixed with odor, with something very bad. What happened to my heart and your heart was become mixed with everything. I have little bit of goodness, little bit of this, little bit of garbage, little bit of jealousy, little bit of hate, little bit of arrogance, little bit of far away from Allah, little bit of shayateen. What's the result? Garbage. You cannot drink it, you cannot benefit from it. Nobody benefit from it. Do you like to drink it? Do you like to give it as a gift? This is what's happening to us. You become, like what I said, useless, restless, good for nothing. Don't ever forget it. Useless, restless, good for nothing. You become a loser to yourself, loser to environment, loser to everything. And this is why when we visit each other and we sit down with each other, what we talk about it? Food, clothing, jewelry, house, renovation, this. Because we do not have nothing to talk about ourselves. When somebody come to marry you, what will happen? Oh, she cook good, she do this, and she do that, she have a degree, he has a degree. Nobody talk about quality, because we don't care about quality anymore. We just bunch of hollow, shell, empty rhetoric people. And all make believe. Why we need makeup? I was with one of my nephew like many years ago, and she told me, "Uncle, can you come with me? Somebody want to engage with me." I said, "Okay." She told me, "Oh, but I have to go home. I want to take a shower. I want to put makeup. I want to put clothing." I said, "Why? Why you do that? Let him see you the way you are. Because as soon or later and at night, you have to wash your face. You cannot have a makeup all day. At least if he like you this way, alhamdulillah. If he didn't like you this way, alhamdulillah. Finished." You see, what is makeup? It's not true. Why we make up? Because we're not true. By the way, if I'm real, do I need makeup? No. The mu'min do not need a makeup. No makeup at all. This is a woman. The woman is real. Inside, outside. By the way, what is the main character of the woman? Her character, her manner, her covenant. And all this to be what? Again, how many today mother is spoiled to the point she belonged to her son, she belonged to her daughter. To the point you find 2 or 3 years old girl or boy open the refrigerator. And the mother asks the boy or the girl, "What do you want to eat?" The boy 2 years old, he know what he eat. "Do you want to eat this?" "No, no." He doesn't even know what you're talking about. Who's stupid? The child or the mother? This is tragedy. And let me give you bad news, very bad news, because I heard some of your teacher. Imam Shafi'i, rahmatullah alayh, he did something so beautiful. He put constitution about tarbiyah. What is tarbiyah? Upbringing. He said tarbiyah, upbringing, need 4 elements. 4 elements. It need a murabbi. What is murabbi? A teacher. But if you ask me, are you a teacher? No. You can have a title as a teacher, but you can be a garbage. Why? Because teaching is an art, is a character. You have to have it within. And otherwise you're passing some knowledge. Like Google. Google is a teacher. Is Google has a quality? But today we go to Sheikh Google. Everything Sheikh Google. By the way, number 1, murabbi. What is murabbi according to Imam Shafi'i? The person with character and manner. Second, mutarabbi. A person who has the character to be the student of knowledge. What it meaning? He have the manner and attitude to be with humble and ready to be a student of knowledge and listen and obey. Number 3, suhbah, companionship. The more the companionship go, the more quality you have. This is why the companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam called companion. Why is he called companion? Because he accompany Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Imagine if the companion now go to the mall, go to here, go to there, cricket match, this and that, movie, here, dining, this and that. They will be companion? Yes, you will be companion of lunatic. Because you are your title according to who you accompany them. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, "Al-mar'u ala deen khalilih." The mu'min or the person according to his companion. Look to your companion, you know who you are. Look at you, you know your companion. And by the way, Imam Shafi'i rahmatullah alayhi, do you know what happened to him? You know who make Imam Shafi'i? His mother. His mother was a very poor woman. She tell him, "Ya Shafi'i, go to Medina to study." And Shafi'i was a very poor man. Do you know what she did? She cut her hair twice and sold it. She worked as a maid just to send the money for him to learn. Imam Shafi'i, one time, it was Imam Malik teaching. He sit down and he go like this. He keep putting his finger in his mouth and he do something in his hand. He said, Shafi'i, stop playing. I'm talking. He said, I'm not playing. Imam Malik, with adab, he continued his dars. He said, Imam Shafi'i, no, it's not Imam. He said, Shafi'i, because he was a boy, like 9 years old. He said, Shafi'i, today I talk about 40 hadith. Can you remember one of them and repeat it the way I said it? Imam Shafi'i repeat the 40 hadith exactly with everything. Imam Malik, he said, he did not drop a dot. He said, how you do that, Imam Shafi'i? He said, when you talk, I have no money to buy a pencil or a risha, at this time feather and an ink. I do not have money. He said, and what you do? He said, I have a bit of a date. I wet it in my mouth and I write in my hand and I use this as a way of remembering. And Allah give him the quality to remember. To the point, Imam Shafi'i rahmatullah alayhi, when he read a book like this, he has to put his hand in one page, because he used to remember the page automatically once he see it. And if he looked to the 2 page, he remember the 2 page together. Now I'm giving you this introductory to hear this. After 12 years in Medina, one time Imam Shafi'i was almost like 12, 14 years ago, old or something like that. He go to visit his mom in Iraq. He arrived and she's waiting for him in a bus stop. What bus stop? Is no bus stop, it's camel stop. You guys, everything yes. Yes. Okay? Because you used to have camel stops. I said bus stop and yes. Wake up, Allah yaftah alaykum. Be real. Okay? And one girl, one tiny girl, she ran to him, a beggar. Ya Ammu Shaykh, cameraman, wait with me, because I'm going to do something now. Imam Shafi'i, he put his hand in his bucket and he shake. And he give her something. The mother of Imam Shafi'i, or the boy of Shafi'i, she screamed. She screamed in his face, go, you're not my son. He said, what I did? He said, I send you to learn Iman and Yaqeen, and you shake your bag to give her something? Is this what you learn? He ran to the girl, he emptied his bucket to give it to the girl. She said, now you are my son. He used to say, I learn knowledge from reading. I learn character from the company of those who have it. And I learn Iman and Yaqeen from my mother. Behind every great man is a woman. A woman. The talk did not say a female, golden girl, Cinderella. No. A woman. This was a woman is a producer of history. And she can disgrace history according to what she produced. This is why people said, oh, woman in Islam has no title, always sitting in the back, and this and that. But look at the honor. Who is the teacher of the mankind? The mother. What is the highest level in mankind? Teacher. Teacher. Why? Because he producing the new generation for society, for mankind. But not the way we produce. What you eat, what you dress. Oh, take this. Oh, did you play? Oh, you lost weight. You gain weight. You see? We're producing bunch of puppet. Bunch of chicken. Ready to be slaughtered. Really. Have nothing. Why? Because the teacher have nothing. If the teacher had nothing, if the mother have nothing, what she can give to the child? Tell me. Exactly like the cup. If you empty, you give a child empty. If you're sick, you give him sickness. You see? If you're unstable, you give him instability. If you're full of garbage, you give him garbage. And if you're good, you give him goodness. This is why they have a slogan, beautiful slogan. It say, العلم وسيلة والتربية غاية. What it mean? Ilm, knowledge, is a tools. It's just a tools. And upbringing is the main final, is the main destination, is the main goal. Imam al-Hasan al-Basri and another riwayah, Sufyan al-Thawri, one of the early, very pious people. His mother find him, he has a small notebook and he's going. She said, Sufyan, where are you going? This is the mother again. She said, I'm going to reach or seek knowledge of Allah. She said, Sufyan, remember, if you write or learning 6 to 9 words and do not make you closer to Allah, humble to mankind, and go good for Allah, this is not a useful knowledge. Be careful. It's not how much you accumulate, and how much you heard, and how much you learn, and how much benefit knowledge. This is why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he makes the dua, he didn't say, give me knowledge. He gave me useful knowledge. What is useful knowledge? Any knowledge make you closer to Allah is useful knowledge. Any knowledge make you pleased to Allah and Allah pleased with you is the useful knowledge. Imam Samarqandi, he said, you know what? Who's a scholar? He wrote it in his book. And Imam Samarqandi, he died almost 1,000 years and more. From Samarkand, next to Bukhara. Okay? You know what he said? He said, the scholar is the one who knows this life is not his resident. He's a scholar. Do you get it or not yet? The scholar is the one he knows this life is not his resident. He's a scholar. Because what is all the Quran all about and Hadith? You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to meet me. You're going to die. You're leaving. But today what we do? We forget about the essence of the message. Huh? Anyone in here, she has a heart and deep inside she said, I won't be a woman? Imagine, this is the Sheikh what he said to me when I was 6 years old. If you sit now and you do not have even the urge inside to be a woman, you really have a big problem. Because you should be sitting, aching, urging, and really boiling and said, Allah, make me a woman. What happened if you sit in this gathering and you leave and you didn't even ask Allah to be a woman? Why Allah will make you a woman if you do not want it? This should be your goal. It should be a big goal for you if you're normal. If you're normal. Because today a lot of people is not normal. You can go have operation and you call yourself a female. You know what I mean? By the way, if you're really a female, you will have a lot of jealousy. You want to be. It is a big insult if I tell you you're not a woman. And imagine if in the eye of Allah, you're not a woman. Is this not a disgrace? What about what you're famous with in society? People love to be famous. There's nothing wrong to be famous. But what kind of famous? When people remember my generosity. I remember this lady, I met her one time. She's like late 30, early 40. I met her in Hajj. She said, I have a question for you. I said, what is that? She said, my mother, I never know anything about her. And once she died, we have the houses packed with people, hundred of people coming every day. Wonder what happened. Her mom, all her life, all her assets, give it for Sabilillah charity. and she has hundred of people. She gives them monthly, support. And when they heard the mother is dead, wonder what happened. These people and their family coming crying and making real dua. Today, when somebody die, we bring an imam, we give him some money, he spent 10 to 20 minutes, half an hour, Quran Sharif, make dua for my mom. Take it, Alhamdulillah, Salamu Alaikum. Meaning I make dua for you according to how much money you give me. Is I make it really with crying? No. Did I ache for your mom? No. Do I go to your grave of your mom and really make real dua with my heart? No. Because you cannot buy me and buy my dua. Dua has to come from the heart. What make me make dua for you? Your participation, your sacrifice, your character, your manner. Look at early people. Early people was famous with what? Generosity, kindness. Take care about the orphan, the needy, this and that. And now, when they die, you have hundreds and thousands of people cry for them. Did you ever think when you cry, when you die, who will cry for you? What is your name? What you did? What about how many angels will cry for you? What about the earth? What it will do? What you famous with? Your body is gone. Your jewelry is gone. Your title is gone. Your makeup is gone. Finished. What stay? Your iman, your manner, your character, your goodness, your sincerity. You remember when we start with? We start with the first quality of the woman or a man, truthfulness. What the difference between sincerity and truthfulness? Sincerity belongs to the heart. Is the niyyah. If the intention is pure, sincere to Allah, now your body, your action belong to Allah. But if the niyyah and sincerity is corrupted, the action is corrupted. Do you understand or no? Hello? You're here or no? Yes. Are you wake up or asleep? Asleep. Really? This is really, you should be sitting, who really can raise her hand, honest, and said, I'm aching. I won't be a woman. No, don't do like this. You have to do a lot. I won't be a woman. Really? You should be aching and beg Allah. Because if you have a that of feminine, and somebody tell you you're not a woman, this is the biggest slap in your face. By the way, if you leave this earth and you're not a woman, nobody look at you as a woman. Allah do not look at you as a woman. Angels do not look at you as a woman. In the day of judgment, nobody care about you. And let me give you bad news. And all the companion you have, you will wish you never see them. Because any companion you have, if they accompany you to lead you to nonsense, to get away from Allah, this is the enemy of you in the day of judgment. You are enemy of them, you are the enemy, they are enemy of you. The only good friend, al-muttaqeen, the one supporting each other for Allah. This is bear witness to each other. This is benefit each other. And believe it or not, do you know who is the first companion of you? Is your husband. Today we don't care. We don't care about his character, his iman, his closeness to Allah. I can sleep next to a shaitan next to me and no problem. And after that I said, what going on? Wallahi, I have one woman came to me. She tell me my husband is shaitan. Every time I see him, I think about shaitan. Something wrong with him. I cannot go to sleep. Because a person full of shayateen. Because don't forget, either you are full of angel, you are full of shayateen. Shayateen and angel never mix. Never. If you have angel inside, no shayateen. If you have shayateen inside, no angels. And this requires what? meaning you are a mu'min, you are close to Allah, you make salah on time, always zikrullah, always for sabilillah, always with Allah, always talk about goodness, no backbiting, no nonsense. Now you are for sabilillah. Because you cannot say, angel, come here. I give you 10 ringgit, stay with me in here. You can do that to some maids, but you cannot buy angels. You cannot buy them. You know how you buy angels? Closeness to Allah. When you study, when a person gets close to Allah, certain angels go to Allah back and forth, back and forth. Oh Allah, please, we want to be the company of so-and-so. We want to be the friend of so-and-so. Allow us to be your next to. And now you have a group of angels protecting you. Even when you have shayateen attack, somebody did sihr against you, somebody do whatever, you are protected. You are big protected. You have the big bodyguard, the real one. And who hired them? Allah Jalla Jalalu. What else you want? What else you want? You want bodyguard for 1 hour? Very simple. 1 hour, it can give you up to 70,000 bodyguard. Imagine 1 hour. What happened? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever leave his house to visit a brother or sister for sabilillah, nothing else, I'm visiting you only for Allah, or visiting a sick, or visiting a sick person, only for Allah, 70,000 angels will be with you until evening. And if you do it in the evening, 70,000 angels will be with you until morning. What else you want? But how many of us? How many of us do that? Our houses become dark. Why? Look at the hadith about Difan, guest. But what kind of guest? Guest to watch a cricket match or to watch whatever? No, the guest for sabilillah. If you invite somebody for Allah only, wonder what happened to this guest. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, the guest coming with the blessing of Allah. The guest coming with what? With the blessing of Allah. And leave with the sins of the people of the house. One time I visited a very pious man. I said, Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. He make me sit down, drink. Go! I said, excuse me? I'm your guest. Go! I said, why? He said, the moment you go, my sin will be forgiven. I cannot wait for you to go. You see the thinking? Because he follows the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The guest coming with what? With the blessing of Allah. And leaving with what? With the sins of the people of the house. Meaning he collect all the garbage and he take it with him. How many of us do that? Especially of these people, really pious people, poor people, needy people, not a status and show. No. No show in here. It has to be purely for Allah. Look how much we're missing. Huh? What are you doing? Sorry, sir. You understand? Hey, anybody want to be a woman? Don't ever say he and she, me. I want to be a woman. And this should be a desire. You should make every effort in your life until you reach it. Because if you lost it, what else you have? Tell me. Tell me what else you have. You are the wife of Obama, the wife of whatever, the wife of anybody. What they can do to you? Once you die, you're leaving only with one thing. Your iman and your good deed. That's it. How I reach that? Real journey of faith. Like rock. Because you remember what Allah said? The first quality, truthfulness. صَدَقُوا مَا عَاهَدُوا اللَّهَ عَلَيْهِ. There was truthfulness in what they promised Allah. It's between you and Allah. It's an oath between you and Allah. منهم من قضى نحبه. Among them they did, the companion of Rasulullah. ومنهم من ينتظر. And some of them is waiting. وما بدلوا تبديلا. Today, once he get married, oh my husband and my kid is this, and my job is, excuse me, is any verse in Quran, once I marry, I have a child, I have a job, bye-bye journey of Iman. Is any verse like that? Is any excuse? No. When you read about Khadija radiallahu anha, Aisha radiallahu anha, the companion wife, all this woman, is none of you have any jealousy? Are you people normal? Not really, I'm serious. You see, today when we go, we compare the house to house, living room to living room, TV to TV. If I go to somebody's TV bigger than my TV, I have to get rid of my TV and get a bigger TV. This is what we're doing. We compete in what? In the garbage of dunya. Because everything in dunya is garbage. Has no status in eye of Allah. Do you know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in hadith? الدنيا ملعونة ملعون ما فيها. Dunya is cursed and everything is cursed except what for Allah? وذكر لله. Anything belong to Allah and remember Allah, this is the only thing. The rest is cursed. Read about dunya. Read. I have an article about 48 verse about warning us about dunya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Hadith Qudsi, from the day He created the earth, He never looked at it. The day nobody called La ilaha illallah, Allah will destroy the earth. The heart of the believer is more powerful and more important than the Kaaba. Yes. Your heart is very valuable. But if you fill it with what? With Iman, with dhikrullah, with the right companion, with a good deed, with a charity, with piety, with goodness sake, now you become famous. Dunya and akhirah. Now you go to this vacation, you go to this vacation, and you get this picture, and you get this picture, and you have this meal, and you have this meal, and you have this gold, and you have this jewelry, and you have this diamond, and you have this whatever, and you die. Eh? Can you take the dinner with you? The sweet, the clothing, the diamond, huh? The picture you get in the vacation? No. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said it loud and clear. He said, كل عمل ابن آدم ينقطع بعد الموت. All the action of the son of Adam will be cut and stopped after death, except of three. You see, we shake the head. We know. You see, big difference between knowing and living it. Knowing it and not living it, meaning this knowledge is against you. It can be witnessed against you. It's not entertainment. It's not a championship. Who know more? Except of three. What is the three? Sadaqah jariyah. A charity is forever or for infinity. What is sadaqah jariyah? We always said like a well of water. Do I have to have a well of water? A hospital, a place for orphan, a place for needy. You have hundreds of villages in Indonesia, the Christian doing a lot of work. In Cambodia, in Russia, in Bangladesh, and Africa. Pick up one village, only one village. Work on it day and night. You do not have the budget. Go meet the woman, collect the money, send the budget, find the right people, follow up. Today you have a very tiny groups of people, very tiny group. They need a lot of help. And these people, what do? They go to the villages, try to help the people to become a Muslim again. But these people need a lot of help, a lot of support. Imagine if you pick up one village until the whole village become a Muslim again. Do you know, let me give you bad news. If you do that, wallahi, I swear by Allah, will not be equal the same money you spend in a few vacation a year. Meaning, if you take 2 or 3 vacation of the people in Malaysia now, and you take the budget of the vacation, and take care about a village for a year, it will be equal. And the whole village make dua for you. And most of all, Allah will be blessing you. Because today, in your country, you have the same disease of Japanese in the early 80s. When Japanese, they have too much money and they don't know what to do, vacation, 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 vacation. Now it's only Korean and Chinese. Because the economy went down in Japan, they cannot do vacation anymore. And the ummah is boiling, and the need of ummah is boiling. Imagine if I die, and I spend $50,000, $100,000, whatever in vacation. What am I going to say to Allah? Tell me, I go vacation and people suffering? The only vacation can be good if you go to a place remote, alone, with the intention to be in seclusion with Allah. In a jungle, in a mountain, alone. With the intention to be for sabilillah. Reading Quran, zikrullah for 5, 6, no problem. This is called siyaha for sabilillah. To increase your iman. But not to see a building and a mall and no, 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 no. You go to a place alone, nobody there, nobody. If monkey comes, okay. Really? Huh? What to do? If I drop dead today, what I said to Allah? How many vacation I have? How much money I spend over nonsense? How much time I spend with a stupid friend? Take me to Jahannam? My loyalty to different people except you, Allah? My heart is all over, I have no space for you? And the only one you need is Allah. Like one Imam, he said, if mankind, he didn't say Muslim, he said if mankind understood completely the moment of death, they will never have anybody friend except Allah. Because the only one can help you, Allah. No doctor, no hospital, no husband, no money, no honey, nothing. When the angel of death come, the only one can help you and support you, Allah. But why Allah will support you? If you belong to Him. If you belong to Him. This is the moment all of us work for it. Because what's the difference between a Muslim and a non-Muslim? The non-Muslim enjoy his life. Because he doesn't believe in Akhirah. But the Muslim believe in Akhirah. By this way, we're spending all this time to gain Akhirah. Unless you don't care about Akhirah. If you don't care about Akhirah, if you don't care about Jannah, okay, do whatever you want. But you're going to die. And the problem in here, you do not know when. It doesn't matter, you're too healthy. Like one family in California, they sue a doctor. Why they sue a doctor? Because the father went to the doctor for a checkup. The doctor said the man is mashallah. Everything is negative, everything perfect, your health is fine, 100%. Following day, the father is dead. Heart attack. Now the family is suing the doctor. How come you don't realize it? He said, all the test is negative. What do you want me to do? You see today how become arrogant we are? It's because the test is negative. Your father cannot die. Because the doctor said you're fine. What it mean? What it mean? I remember one man, I met him in India, almost 8 years ago. He became atheist. He became atheist. Why? He's very rich and he have a status and he love his wife and he take her for a vacation, I forget what country. And they sit down in the evening in dinner and what do you call it? The anniversary of the marriage anniversary. Okay? And wonder what happened. His wife, boom, and fall down. They took her to the hospital. A mosquito bite her. With a rare virus, I forget what the name of it. Couple of days later, she was dead. They cannot help her. He cannot take it. He cannot take it. They went for a vacation to enjoy. He coming with a piece of meat. Finished. Is this not reality? And mashallah, you are in Malaysia. What it meaning? You have a lot of mosquito. You might be the lucky one tonight. You know, can you tell the mosquito, you do not know who am I? I am Mrs. So-and-so. I am Mr. So-and-so. Is mosquito will tell you, no, 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 no. Really? You have makeup, you have no makeup, the mosquito will come. Tick. Wallahi, I swear by Allah, a year ago, I received a phone call again from India. One man and his woman, his wife. They went for a vacation. Both of them get picked. And both of them went to the hospital. What do you call it, dengue? Okay? Both of them get dengue. Both of them was lying down in a critical condition. After 1 month and almost relieved, listen to this now. In the hospital, in the bed, they get bit again with different virus. To the point they become paralyzed. Both of them together, husband and wife, have fun. Happy anniversary. They cannot even say hi. You see? Do we know what next? Can I have a sign? Mosquito, please, today, vacation, don't come. Really, you know, we become so arrogant, wallahi. Very arrogant. Another lady, she coming from Mumbai, she saw somebody having a beautiful drink. I forget what the name of it, I cannot pronounce it. Bamburi or Bamaburi, something like that. Anyway, she takes the drink. Before she go to home, she start vomit, she start hallucinating, and she fall down. Wonder what happened. The drink was having some virus attacking the liver. And she was in a critical condition for many months. Do you think the woman going to get a critical condition? What is the point? Are we secure? Are we exempt? We do not know when, where, how. But so it doesn't matter what you're eating healthy, not healthy, you are good, you take care about yourself, you go to the doctor and you go to the gym. Wallahi, I know people, they go to the gym like a clock. They did. They did. Really. It doesn't matter. Because we do not know. This is our faith. We do not know when. How. Don't. Mosquito can come. Be careful. I know what you're going to do. You sit. I'm Malaysia, okay? Citizen. Me and you together, Malaysian. Really, subhanallah. Mosquito. I have a doctor degree. My husband so-and-so. Don't come near me. I give you 10 ringgit, go to the neighbor. Really? Can you do that to the mosquito? No, the mosquito has a girlfriend next to him. Take the 10 ringgit and we go to the mall. Can you do that to the mosquito? Did you ever heard about mosquito get bribed? You cannot do that. Wallahi, you can't. Sure. I hope you didn't get any mosquito. Okay, good. Yes. I cannot hear you. Alaykum assalam. Please, loud, I cannot hear you, wallah.
You did mention about the 4 elements of Tarbiyah.
Eh?
The 4 elements of Tarbiyah.
Yeah.
You only mentioned 3.
Really?
Yes.
Good girl.
Can you repeat the second one?
No. Only one time. Okay, number 4 is time. Time. What it meaning? Meaning the more you accompany the person, the more you benefit. For example, this now, think about it as a meeting, as a company. But we company ourselves for what? 2 hours. What 2 hours will do his whole life? Will become like, you know, like temporary relief. You know when you have a fever or some allergy or a cough, they tell you temporary relief 4 hours, temporary relief 6 hours, temporary relief 12 hours. Today when we go to a session with the sheikh, we get temporary relief for maybe 1 hour. And once we leave, tick. What happens? The effect of the sheikh is gone. Is only temporary relief. Number 2. Number 1 is murabbi. Number 2, mutarabbi. Mutarabbi meaning a student of knowledge. Somebody have the quality and be ready, he want to learn. I will be in trouble tonight. All the mosquito gang will come after me and tell me why you talk about us this way. Huh? Any question? That's it. This is not a question. Yes.
Okay, how do you keep yourself on track?
How you keep yourself on track?
Yeah, despite the distractions that you have, the worldly distractions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Forgive me. I'm a very slow person. Before you want to be on track, you have to have the track first.
Right.
You see? How what the track? The track is your niyyah, your intention, your sincerity, your goal. Once you have this intact, very simple. How old are you? 27. You married? No. Good. Lucky you. Yes. Wait until you get married. You will never see me. You see? By this way, now you heard me. What it mean now? Why you going to get married? My mom tell me I have to get married. Society tell me I have to get married. Any garbage man come, no problem, but I have to get married. He look good, he look not good, but he has to have some money, something. I want to go to Jahannam, no problem, but we have to get married. By this way, if you're really on track, even if you become 55, 60, if either you marry the right man to help you and support you of your journey or no. Can now I wait until I get married? No. Use this time because this is your sincerity now. Once you get married, you tell me, what do you want me to do? I have to cook. I have to do this. And once you have a child, I have a child. Like the whole ummah has no time. Really. Just because you have a man and a boy, or a baby, or a girl, whatever. All of a sudden you become paralyzed. This is nonsense. By this way, if you really mean it and you're really sincere, Allah will give you somebody to support you. Or you can be like Maryam alayhi salam. Maryam never get married. What's the problem? And Maryam was honored. No, really. Why Allah give us the story of Maryam? Imagine Maryam alayhi salam sitting outside. Allah, I won't get married. I won't get. She will never be Maryam. Really? Oh Allah, I'm getting old. Everybody get married. What about me? The whole ummah today, marriage. If I want to make money, matrimony service. Yes, website matrimony service. You make tons of money doing nothing. You see? Why? The whole ummah would get married. Like the whole thing. The all ummah can go to Jahannam, everybody can go to hell, but I won't get married. And you forget, marriage like food. If it's written for you, wallahi, you will have it. When, how, where, whom. If you want to speed also the sequence of marriage, I will tell you. 100% anyone I meet, he or she not married, they have agenda. They have agenda. I want him this way, and 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 the highway, and my way. You see? And when you look at yourself, I want this perfect creature. Is me perfect? Instead of working on myself to when a man come, he finds something good. No. You see, really, like I want Mr. Perfect, but I'm Mrs. Garbage. Welcome. And after that, we get married, and I hate your guts. Because you cheat me. Makeup outside, makeup inside, makeup in your habit, makeup in everything. And after that, we meet. I love you too, I like you too. And the whole thing is game, is gimmick. What about your habit? His habit. His real goodness, your real goodness. By the way, sincerity is number one. Because once you are sincere, now your goal will be sincere. Your idea of getting married and who you're getting married to will be sincere. Now everything will fall into place. And if the beginning is wrong, everything will be wrong and you pay for it. You understand, young lady? Hello? Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead. Huh? That's it. Call the mosquito. That's it. Yes.
For her, she's not married. I'm married.
Okay.
I have children. I have husband also.
Subhanallah. This is new. You have kids, but you have husband too.
So
Alhamdulillah.
you see, the challenges is more.
Yes.
To keep on track.
MashaAllah.
But if I yes, the intent that I do have, take care of my children, my husband, my family for Allah, inshallah.
MashaAllah. If the niyyah is good, Allah make it easy.
But why
Al-
sometimes difficult also?
Meaning you're not good. You see what happened? We have a mix. Sometimes we have niyyah for Allah. Sometimes we so obsessed.
How about, sometimes children, small people, they are very strong-willed and, they test your children.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are strong-willed children, they don't listen to you and you get angry as
Okay.
parents. So, how do you, as parents,
How do you contain?
I mean,
Are you a lawyer?
their cousins.
We have a communication.
You as a mother, you have difficult children sometimes.
Okay.
How,
If you ask me, honest, straightforward. Give me your kids for one day. Or take it even to Christian missionary. They will smack you in your face. I will tell you why. They have in German and France, they make a study about people like you. The kids becoming more rebellious against the mother. And what they did, they said, okay, come with your kids, and they put you in a room until you behave with them normal. And they record it. And they are behind the screen watching everything. A specialist. Once you finish for like a couple of hours with the kids, they take you outside the room and they send the specialist. And all of a sudden the kids behave different. 100% in a blink of an eye. Why? The mother is a failure. It's not the kids. Don't ever blame the kids. What is the failure? When we have our emotion instead of principles. When we have emotion instead of thinking and determination and discipline. Cameraman, be with me for a moment. When you go to Germany or Europe or Sweden or whatever, you find a mother, for example, told a child. She didn't even talk. That's it. No crying, no screaming, no shouting, communication. And now I go to your house, sit down. And now half an hour drama and screaming between you and them. How she did this, and she's a kafir, and we're supposed to be a Muslim full of angels, and our kids are acting like shayateen. Don't laugh. I can take you to Japan, to Germany, to Sweden. I can take you even to India, to like some of the missionary Christian. The moment you will take the children from you, cameraman, la hawla wa la quwwata illa. Yeah, cameraman, be with me. Cameraman, what? Cameraman. Okay? I saw it in the front of my eyes. You go, for example, give them the girls or the boys. She will come here with me. All of a sudden, okay. They behave different. No screaming, no shouting, no beating, nothing. Sit down, okay. Do this, okay. You're very good, okay. All talking, and only their voice like this. Sit down, okay, come in, okay. You will never hear sound. This is the same kids of your kids. The same kids. I just take them from you, give it to them. In 5 minutes, different kids. Listen to me careful. In the same teaching, they show you the kids is disciplined. The mom come. The moment they saw the mom, they start become shayateen again. Who did it? The mom. Who generated? The mom. Where it coming from? Because you are a failure, you have no discipline. You
Also because the environment.
La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Come here, sit down, and instead of me. You see, today one of the diseases in the ummah, we have to blame somebody. We are a master of blaming. I just tell you. Psst. Really. And you won't get married. La hawla wa la quwwata illa. Let me finish first. This is completely, I'm following certain instruction. By this way, once you arrive, the kids disbehave. Where's the environment? Think before you talk. Wallahi, think. There's no environment. The only environment is the mother. The kids, when they are with the mother, from 0 to 3 to 4, where's the environment? It's only the mother. Listen carefully, young lady, because before really I die. Okay? What's the problem? Listen to me. The mother has no discipline. The mother, she has no personality. The mother word doesn't mean nothing. Why? Because the mother, she believes. She's so good-hearted to the point she has no any adab with her children. What it mean? I will explain to you what it means. The child disbehaves. The child do something. Now you tell the child, sit down. No. Sit down. No. Okay, you took him to bed. What will happen? He's screaming and crying. Okay. He get you. You're lost. Finished. Or he's screaming, and when you go, oh, what happened to you? Forgive me. And he acting, and he give it to you faces. Meaning he said, you stupid idiot, I get you. I am the master, you is a slave. Now you listen to me. When you study about tarbiyah, the first element of tarbiyah, who is the master? Who is the slave? Who is the teacher? Who is the student? For example, you cannot go to your child and tell him, do you want to go to sleep? No! Do you want to do? No! And even the child do not even, he tell you no, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And the mother, she has no personality at all. Her word doesn't mean nothing. This is the problem. And let me tell you something very, very well. And don't ever forget it, all of you, especially you. Okay? What is that? Okay? If I talk to you and I fail to make you obey me, I'm a failure. If I raise my voice, it's a double failure. If I'm screaming, it's a triple failure. If I beat you up, it's the ultimate failure. And this is why when you study babies, baby, you know baby?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Baby, when you study the baby's voice, they said the baby psychology. Imagine baby has psychology, and I'm the mother, have no psychology. Huh? Baby psychology. If he didn't get what he want, he increased the volume. If he didn't get what he want, he changed the pitch noise. You find, what happened? He get you. Now once he gets you, I get you, mommy. I am the master. By this way, now every time he wants something, and the mother run. Who teach him that? The mother. Now let's go to Europe or whatever, any country. When the child do that, I put him to bed. And I talk, just talk. Sit down. No? Sit down. And I leave. No talk. Now the child will cry. He will cry and he will go from one pitch noise to another pitch noise to another pitch noise. 45 minutes maximum, the child is asleep. From the amount of crying, the child will go to sleep. Now the problem again with you. Now the child wake up, try to give you a smack. How? He will cry, wake up with crying, like, look what you did to me. Now you are again, forgive me, you're like a stupid idiot, you surrender to him. What happened to you? Cameraman, Allah yaftah alayk. I'm good. We talk about now the boy. Okay? Now, once you go, what the difference between this mother and this mother? If you go with an attitude, what happened? I will eat you. Now he start crying and give you unbelievable drama for 25 minutes. The another mother go. And she said, be quiet. Why are you crying? And she leave. He go again crying for another 20 minutes. She will not give her anything. He will take his time, and that said, he cry again. Shh. Now the boy or the girl, he know it doesn't work. He's hungry. He won't take a shower. He won't take a bath. And you don't give him any attention. And you go with this tone of voice. What happened? Sit down. Don't make noise. Now he tried to hug you and kiss you and give you all the game. Shh. Naughty boy. Shh. No. Be quiet. Be nice. Because if you give him any attention, if you're smiling, if you change your tone, he will get you. I give you example. Now you go and you talk and you try to be Mrs. Nice. Oh, what happened? I will give you a cookie. And now he start crying again for 20 minutes. What happened? Nothing happened. Who generated the crying? You did it. Because he won't make you guilty. He won't make you guilty, and look what you did to me. And now the cycle continue, double 2, double 3. And now, every time he won't touch something or do something, he will go again. If you delay his food, if you delay anything, boo! Who did it? You did it. I'm telling you, any child you have, under any no control, give it to me for one day. I will show you. They will never cry. Why? Only tone of voice and personality. What happening to us? We think we are so loving. This is not love, this hate. Because you're spoiling the child. You make the child like a brat. He's out of control. Now when he go to school, he will become the same. Now he become mommy boy and mommy girl. Restless, useless, good for nothing. Do you want to marry him? Do you want to marry a mommy boy? Wait. We do not want marry mommy boy, but we make one. We make 1 and 2 and 3. What is mommy boy? What is mommy girl? The one only mommy run to serve. By this way, what they do, they become so selfish. They do not know how to receive. They do not know how to give. Only they want what they want. Who did it? The mommy. Let me give you bad news. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, in the end of time, the mother will give birth to her own master. Who's the master? The child. Who's the slave? The mother. What kind of mother is that? The mother of Jahannam. Finished. Why? She surrendered. Why? Because we call it love. This is not love. This is hate. And now the child, he eat what he want. He make the mess. He sit down, do whatever. He won't touch anything. What is that? What is that? And we're supposed to be a Muslim? And our kids supposed to be full of tranquility and peace and angels? And who generate all this? Mommy. Don't blame nobody. Don't ever blame environment. I'm not kidding. I can give you tons and tons of example and everything about that. Like us. If you die tonight, can you say Allah, is environment? Is any verse in Quran, if the environment is naughty, you can be naughty too and blame environment? Okay. Zero. Do you know one of the Constitution? No blaming, no complaining. No blaming, no complaining. Again, what I tell her, these places, what they teach, they're not teaching the children. No, they teach the mommy. Even if she give me the kids, and I educate the kids, wonder what happened. Once the mommy take them, they will do the same again. Why? They send the mommy and they know, you my slipper, come here. And that's it. But so who teach them to be the slipper of the children? It's the mommy. By the way, who has to be educated? The mommy. Who has to be trained? The mommy. Who have to have the discipline? The mommy. This is why even in America, in Europe, all over, when we become a failure, we send our kids to Islamic school. We think like Islamic school will do the wonder. They have the magic bullets, they have the magician, okay? And all the Sindbad and Ali Baba and everybody there, they will touch my kids and my kids will be very good. It will never work. If you ask me, you have to discipline the mommy. Almost 14 years ago, somebody asked me, let's make a camp for youth. I said, no, we have to make a camp for parents. I said, what are we going to do? I said, I'm going to hang them from the tree, keep beating them up until they said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Because the problem is the parents, it's not the kids. Really, it's the parents. And it's very easy to dump it. Like I tell you, send any child to any place. By the time they go back, they will behave with the mommy the same way, identical. Even after they grow up. You get it? Who need to smack? Mommy. Who need to get beating? That's it. Who need to be really disciplined? And it take, I will tell you right now, if you listen to me, 1 week maximum, and everything will be fine. But in one condition, if you listen to me like a clock. The child now acting up and do not want to eat. What's the problem? Don't feed him. Don't ever tell the child come to eat. There's another problem. Eat. Can you please? Can you eat? Excuse me. You have people in Indonesia who have no 1 meal a week. And because your child missing 1 meal, the whole earth going, when we call CNN, her son do not eat today. What is that? Big deal. Big deal, really. By the way, even if the child missing 1 meal, 2 meal, 3 meal, 1 day, lost weight, but just for you to stay fast, you have to give him the message. Your word will never change. Never. If you change your word, you have no personality. If you ask me now, take your kids, give them to some missionary or something. I'm not kidding. because you will never be a mommy. They cry, do not cry, and don't ever give them food and tell them, what do you want to eat? This. And give them very small amount of food. When they finish it completely, they take little bit more. Don't give them too much. Even toys. When you study toys, if you put a lot of toys in the front of the child, wonder what happened. Cameraman. Huh. Okay? When you put a lot of toys in the front of the children, that child, he look, and he ran after you. You have hundred of toys. You know why? Because again, take this and take this and take, and he give you drama all night or all day. But what he said, all these toys, hide it. And a child, let him see one toy at a time. 25 minutes, make him occupied, take it away, put another one. Because they get bored after 20 minutes, 25 minutes. But don't show him the place where the toys is. Don't ever think the kids is really, no. The kids is acting like very intelligent. Like with radar detectors, they know what's going on. They study you in and out. Go study the psychology of the children. They said that children intelligence is much higher than you. Now you should now bring the child and tell him, please, can you teach me? You are the mommy, I'm your child. Well, that's it. Does this really make sense? We're supposed to talk about something very high, and we lost control of a child. A woman in America, she become now multi-millionaire or billionaire. Do you know what she did? She specialized to take very dangerous, vicious dog ready to be killed. She take dogs who are really vicious, killer. From the people who own them, they have to kill them because they have no control. Okay? She specialized, take these dogs, and she become the most expensive dog of the world. She be reduced. And they have a documentary about her. And she said the first stage to teach him who is the master. Do you get it or no? What the first stage? Who is the master? The same principle with the children. Did you ever go to the circus? No, me too. I never, when I was young. But you see, you go to the circus. Are you with me? Okay. You see a small tiny girls or a boy, very tiny, with bikini and this and that, and a small stick of wood. And what do you do? Lion. They go like this, and the lion do exactly what she said. Imagine now if this young lady do exactly like you. Lion, sit down. Sit down. What will happen to the lion? He will eat her alive. By the way, you cannot go to a lion or an elephant or something. Come here. Come here. What makes them reach this level? This is called tarbiyah. Tarbiyah, when you are in control. Imagine the lion look at you and look at the wood. Not from fear, is respect. Is respect and loyalty. Do you hear this? Respect and loyalty is not fear. The lion do not fear you. No, but he follow you. Why? He respect you. And listen to me carefully. After every motion, this lady has a bucket full of nice meat and kebab and this and that. And what happened? Boom. Boom. Why? Encouraging. Rewarding. Today, you keep nagging with the child, screaming and calling negativity until the child has no hope. Who did it again? Hello? Not environment. You understand me or no? By this way, if you raise your voice and screaming and beating is a failure. If the child will obey you because of fear, is a failure. It has to be a mutual respect and waiting for rewarding. Meaning, every time they behave, you give them ice cream. You do this for them. By this way, they know every time they behave is something. Now he disbehave, he or she, you put them to bed and that's it. No toys, no sweet, no nothing, no smile, no nothing. And we do not talk to them. You find that children, they talk. They talk. Talk. Not a screaming, not talk. Explaining. This is the upbringing. This how they do it with lion. This how they do it with... You see? You tell me we can train lion, we cannot train your baby. I should send you to the circus. Lion, behave. Environment. You're lucky you're not married now. No, really. You know why? If you're not married, you have a chance to correct, to upbring yourself, to be ready. You see, today, I want to get money, but we're not working on ourselves. We're not preparing ourselves. Really, we're not preparing ourselves. I see even a lot of mothers today, they do not know how to be a mother. They do not even know how to care about child. They do not even know how to care about a child. This is a mess. And we are educated. Next. After the brave one, that's it. Everybody quiet. You see, whatever how much my talk is very upsetness to you or aggressive against you, it's much better to wake up big time than making the mistake, and at this time you will wish I listened to this man. Really. Hello?
I have a question.
Are you not married?
What is the role of the father? I mean, you're talking about mommy.
MashaAllah. Beautiful question. What is the role of the father? Let me tell you something, please, for Sabilillah. Today, the woman worry about the husband or the father ruling, and the husband blaming the wife ruling, and nobody study his own. Because if I am real, I will marry a real. For example, one part of your duty is the man I marry. Can he be the father of my children? How many of us do that? No, we don't. Oh, he look nice, yeah, mommy. He look idiot, but he's nice. I like it. You see? Because we all gather in a show. You see? If you're real, because you see in here is very simple. What's the worst scenario? She's real, she marries somebody who's not real. Either you become a role model for him and change him, which is very tough, by the way, extremely tough. Or he is real and he help you to change. Let me give you bad news. Now what happens if I'm fake and he's fake? I'm a mess and he's mess. In America we call it 911, emergency. Call the emergency, we need somebody. This is a problem with us today. Somebody has to start. By this way, I'm talking to female. Why I'm talking now about men's role? You see, if I'm talking to a male, I talk about the male role. If I'm talking to female, I talk about female role. Any question, any concern? Close your nose. Really close it big time. Don't smell any food. Because once the time coming to lunch, Brother Ahmed is gone. What is that? Is this what I mean? And the session is gone.
The reason I asked is that maybe if you understand
MashaAllah.
help us, not
Do you see what she said now? What we can do to encourage the husband. This need also tarbiyah. Meaning it need you to be ready. Not to train a boy, to train a man. And let me give you bad news. Is not too many men in the market. Is a lot of mommy boys. Be ready. It doesn't matter how old they are. What are you going to do? You have to have it. What have is not knowledge. You see what she said? Encouraging. It needs quality. It needs quality to upbring children or upbring somebody. The quality, I cannot tell you, you bad, you bad, you bad, you bad, you're this, you're that. I cannot do that. I have to encourage you. Encouraging is very powerful for human being. You can gain a lot from a person by encouraging. And let me give you bad news. Do you know until almost 10 years ago, when you go to the Islamic bookstores, you find always man, quality of a husband, the role of a husband. But let me tell you something. I believe you worry about your role. Allah take care about his role. Because you cannot go to a man and tell him, listen, I get you this book. You see? You have to do this. Shh, sit down. It will work. It will not work. This is another topic. You need to be a woman. No, don't shake your head. You shake your head doesn't mean you're a woman. No way. A woman, if you ask me, is the one, she can melt her man, put him in her bucket. You can do that for sabilillah. No problem. But if you are a woman, I cannot explain. This is your job now. Allah give you a lot of power. The power of feminine. But what happens if you lose feminine? There is a problem too. You see, a lot of female is not feminine anymore. You can look nice, you can do this, you can take care about the body, but you have no feminine. Especially when you become educated or an elite. You cannot take off the clothing of the office. Sit down. Husband, come here. You deal with the husband almost like a worker in the office. A lot of women do that and they do not know how to distinguish. Do you know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did? In Surah Al-Waqi'ah, He talked about the women of Jannah. Who they are? عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا. Only 2 words. Allah talk about them. They said, what عُرُبًا أَتْرَابًا? Their tongue is sweet. Their talk is so sweet. And their eyes is very beautiful. But what it means? In Arabic, it has a meaning. I said it before. Okay? Now let me give you a question. What is the most attractive part of the woman to a man? Part. Heart. Part. Part. Not action. Hey, the hand, how she beat him up? I have a man who came one day in the office. He has bruises all over. I said, what happened? He said, my wife beat me up. Don't do that, okay? Because sometime in the worst advice, Sheikh said, what is the most powerful, attractive two part from a woman to a man? Hello? I said 2 part. What the first part? You agree? 2. And a tongue. Why? Sweet talk. What about eyes? You cannot get married. You cannot get married. You have to go for training. Arabic people said is the eyes and the tongue or the mouth. Why? This metaphor. Did you ever heard about a woman with her look, she can grab a man? When her look, a man can kill her. Meaning with your look, the look can containing messages. Because the look containing your manner, your character, your demeanor, everything. Similar with the tongue. The tongue containing the manner, the quality, the way you talk, the way you behave, the way you serve. This is a two-part. What about the two-part from a man is most attracted to a woman? Part. Come on, quick. Hey. Come on, quick. Eh? Heart. Eh? Eh? What is that? Eh? Eh? You are a woman, inshallah. Tongue. What else? Tongue and a brain. I'm not kidding. And this is, by the way, from biology, from psychology, from Western, from Arabic, you name it. What is the tongue and the brain? Again, this two-word or two-part metaphor of something. Again, because his brain meaning containing his character, his wisdom, his ability to communicate. And his tongue, again, his personality, his manner, his demeanor. But this, if you are a woman, and if you are a man, you're looking for those. Like, let me tell you something quick, okay? If you want to look good for a man, you look for a man for half an hour or 23 and a half hours. Huh? This takes a woman to comprehend it. Are you going to marry a man for half an hour or 23 and a half hours? What is the difference? Eh? Long time short. You're very dangerous. 23 and a half hours is manner. Half an hour is physical. If you look, for example, for a man because his look and money and this and that, he might have a very nasty habit. To the point that 23 and a half hours is a mess. If the 23 and a half hours is a mess, the half hour will be a mess. But if the 23 an hour is good, the half an hour is good. Do you get it or no? Hello? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. She's only 14. Don't forget, a lot of us age is not true. Because your age is nothing to do with your age. Your age is the amount of maturity and knowledge and character you carry. What is maturity? Maturity is the knowledge and expertise you learn from it over time. What happens if I repeat myself over and over again? My mistake. I'm not mature. So you can be 50 and you're not mature. And you can be 15 and mature. I met a man. He's a head of a tribe. A head of what? A tribe. He wanted to meet me. You know how old he was? 6.5 years old. 6.5 years old. He coming with a whole caravan and he's a head of a tribe. I tried to joke with him. He make me look like nothing. His talk was full of wisdom. He make everybody laugh at me. And during this time I was 17. And I learned it. Maturity and personality has nothing to do with age. Age doesn't mean nothing. And this is what you're going to get after you get married. You're going to take your clothes off, he's going to take his clothes off. And what will happen? His habit and your habit. Your character and your character. You coming with a bag full of habit, he coming with a bag full of habit. You will open it, he will open it. Welcome to reality. But I want a good man and good one and a good one and good. What about me? And the parents keep pushing, she want the best, I want the best. Is your daughter the best? Is your young man the best? Any question, any concern? No, 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 no question, no concern. Eh? The first stage to be a woman, humble yourself. Seek knowledge. Have intention. You can be a mess, no problem. But you know what the mess? If I'm so arrogant and I do not want to learn and grow. If you are the mess and tell me, I am a mess, help me out, no problem. You can be the best. But the problem when I said I'm the best. And this is why we repeat our mistake. What time do you have now?
We're done.
We're done. Okay. By the way, you have many questions. Go ahead, quick.
But you said it's not a session for the men.
But to educate,
Okay. There's this thing of midlife crisis in men.
midlife crisis in men.
Yeah.
You aware about that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Huh?
So when the man is reaching 40, then the wives get nervous because this is the age that the man starts looking for a girlfriend or
Okay.
a motorbike
Okay.
or a sports car, and he totally changes his personality,
Hmm.
trying to be a youth again.
Okay.
Is there such a thing in Islam?
When she tell me about this question, I have only one answer. Take your husband to gynecologist. Because now his hormone is up. It's not true. You people, I take my husband to gynecologist. It's not true. Woman has hormone up and down. Men do not have hormone up and down. Women go to 3 cycles in her life, major 3. Okay? When she reaches puberty, she has a cycle. And stay with her until 17, 18, 19, whatever. This one cycle. Around 30, she has another cycle. Hormone body is changing. And in the early 40, mid 40, whatever 40 or 50, she has another cycle. Again, this is hormone changing. What about men? This is dunya cycle. This is Western education cycle. It has nothing to do with a hormone. It has nothing to do with a hormone. It has nothing to do with a color. Some people, once they have a few white color, now is the time, and my muscle go down, I have to do something. Again, where it coming from? It's not Islam. It's Western education. It's the movie we're watching. When you read, no messenger and prophet have mid-crisis. Did you ever hear about messenger prophet has mid-crisis? Or a companion has mid-crisis? No. Or anybody in the history, only in the last couple of 100 years or less. Why? This is sickness. Like our kids, they have to follow all day and night.